awesome. I love it.
Well, today is a very exciting day.
It is June 15th, 2022, and we're getting ready to cross our wake.
Yes.
For the second time.
Yes, we have plotted the point where we went out from Marina and joined the channel, and we crossed it last time. We're going to cross it again this time. We're so excited because completing the loop 2 times is I get a little kind of crazy, you know, thinking about it.
Yeah.
All the challenges that we had. So join us on this very momentous trip.
We are unattached from the mooring ball. I'm bringing the line back in here to the Lido deck. This is a wonderful, wonderful, I can't tell you how awesome it is, mooring field. Right there by the U.S. Naval Academy. They say if you attach to a ball that's closer to the wall over there, it's less bouncy because the channel is over here on this side. So boats are always constantly moving. In fact, I saw a rowing team out there early this morning. But there's the harbor master going around making sure everybody is okay and everything is okay. But when you come here, highly recommend the mooring ball field. Now when you come here, they do have a water taxi, and you just call the number. They'll pick you up right here on your boat. You don't even have to have a dinghy. We don't, but we could get on that water taxi and go into Annapolis. The Chart House, that's a delicious restaurant right there. And then there are other places to go and see and eat right directly that way. Anyway, we are so excited that we got to stay here. And again, highly recommend this place. So we can still see Annapolis over there, and we see the Bay Bridge right in front of us, but we still have to dodge crab pots from there over to here. So Sam has been
dodging the crab pots and taking care of some administrative items here as Rev is my lookout. But I think we'll be clear of the crab pots here because we'll be entering the channel soon.
I thought we were in the channel.
Well, no, we're not really in the channel yet. I mean, I'm talking about the big shipping channel out there. So I can still see crab pots as far as I can see them.
Yeah, we've also seen some buoys that look like crab pots but have a flag on them. They have quite a few sailing regattas in the area, and we have learned that those are markers for the sailboats whenever they are doing their thing. I don't know if you can see the salt that is covering our windows right now. It's the joy of being in salt water and the pain of knowing you're gonna have to rinse that off. But I don't know, I still like seeing it. We have been blessed today with flat water. Yesterday started out flat, and then it got nuts, and then it turned flat again. But I am just thankful right now, and since we have started this morning, that the water is fantastic. Perfect day to be out on the Chesapeake.
Well, what do you got to say for yourself? Here we are.
What's your geographic location?
2 hours away from crossing our wake at the current speed, and it is just beautiful out there. What do you think?
It's weird because this is the day that we have worked so hard to get to. We started our second loop on September 2nd, 2020. And we put the boat up in winter storage up in Alexandria Bay. So that's why it doesn't sound like it's a year from when we started. But
it will be 3 years and 1 month exactly to the time that we left on our first loop.
that is true.
Yeah.
So,
It'll be,
I don't know. It's just really weird. It's exciting, but it's also a little humbling.
yeah, it is. I mean, we think back all the challenges we had, you know, things
And
we had to learn.
you've been there with us.
Yeah, all the things we, you know, did wrong, what not to do things. And
Right.
we all have been there for those videos along the way. 234 trips it will have been. And I counted, I think, 238 actual stops that we had because we had stayed at multiple marinas sometimes, either for scheduling or for repairs. I got a sailboat coming up here that altered course just a little bit to the right. Make sure we don't smack into the sailboat.
No, that would be terrible. You know, our
50 miles away.
our last trip here, we just had a crab boat almost run into us.
Yeah.
If Sam hadn't been watching, he did lay on the horn, but I don't know. I think he was so focused on his
Yeah.
traps, he didn't realize he was driving a boat out here in the channel.
And, you know, that could happen. People are out here.
But it's on the
crabby,
last day.
Yeah.
It's
And it-
like somebody retiring, and then something happens.
Yeah, and I mean, it was the rules of the road. I had the right of way. He was not actively fishing that I see. However, it's your responsibility to avoid collision at all costs. So, as the stand-on vessel, my responsibility is to maintain course and speed, which I did up until the point where I had to take action. So we just brought it back, let it pass. And I don't think he ever called us or anything.
And see how he just made a teaching moment out of something I was just gonna mention and move on along to other things.
Yeah.
But
And
you're a very good teacher.
At the moment, though, I had a very few choice words and stuff that would have been edited out anyway.
Yeah,
but they-
I do have to edit things out here and there.
It is not going to ruin our day, which is, Rev has already said, a beautiful day. And as we come to the close here of this, it's kind of neat. You know,
It is.
you look back on all the favorite things you did, getting to visit Canada, all 5 Great Lakes,
Yeah.
downtown Chicago, only 2 bridges we got
Right.
to, but going downtown, going by the arch and having our picture snapped by somebody, putting it on the front of Quimby's. Downtown Miami, anchoring in the lights. New York, the Statue of Liberty 2 times. One kind of in the fog, one in the clear. Canals, locks, 169 locks in 2 loops.
That's a lot of locks.
Yeah, 100 locks during the first one, 69 on the second one, simply because we didn't do the Trent Severn the second time. So yeah, going through the Keys first time, and then the Great Okeechobee the second time. We actually waited for that. Just been a great time.
Yeah.
And so, you know, what's next is, I don't know. We have a lot of things that we're thinking of doing, and I've got another boat out here that's crossing. So I've got a crossing situation here and a passing situation. And this boat over here is a stand-on vessel. So I'm going to alter my course to the right and make sure that he knows our intentions.
What?
And we'll
I mean,
pass behind him.
it's like a memo went out today that we are trying to finish our loop and we just want a smooth ride, and then they're like, okay, whatever you can do to make it crazy, make it crazy.
There's plenty of water out here, and so it is a beautiful day. Yeah, it's kind of, hey, another hour and a half until we actually cross that point again.
So these are the ramblings of
Two senior citizens.
two gold. I was going to say gold loopers, but okay. Two senior gold loopers being nostalgic about what we've done and great anticipation getting ready to cross our wake for the second time. And we're so glad that you're here with us.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been fun. We met a lot of people along the loop in person, but we've also met so many people virtually, and some of our virtual friends we actually got to meet in person at some point, you know, in the various ports from there. So, you know, what we'll do next is, you know, my Uncle Tex had this saying, he says, you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. And so our plans at this point are just to finish this loop, celebrate, and give thanks. Well, hello. It is high noon and it is high time. We are crossing our second wake on the Great Loop.
Yes.
And what that means is this is the place that we started from. It is the intersection of the Middle River and the Chesapeake, northern Chesapeake.
There's a crab pot right in front of
There's
you.
a crab pot. Yeah, we got the boat on autopilot, but we're looking at it.
Sam,
So,
there's a crab pot right in front of you.
right there? Okay, so that one, okay. There we go.
I knew he wasn't
All right,
registered.
that crab pot, I see two of them out there, so we'll avoid those. If you see any more out there, let me know.
Yeah,
I see a
will
green
do.
marker out there. So we have been around the loop twice.
Hey, where do we
Each one,
cross officially?
Officially here in about 45 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. So it has been a great ride. 234 trips around two loops.
Yeah.
124 the first and 110 or so the second, something like that. We'll get all the final stats out on it later. And we've done it two ways. The first time we went up to Canada through the Trent Severn. The second time,
Is the boat driving? Or
yeah,
are you
I'm driving. I got an eyeball on it.
All right.
And through Canada, and then down the eastern side of Michigan, Lake Michigan, and we went around the Keys. The second time we did all 5 Great Lakes. We went down the western side of Lake Michigan, and then the Lake Okeechobee. So it has been fun.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
We are about, what, 10 seconds away from our crossing here?
Yeah, maybe about 30 seconds.
Okay, 30
Yeah,
seconds.
30 seconds.
So I just want to thank you so much for coming along with us. You know, you should really get a birdie too, because you have done the loop with us. We've taken you on every trip around. And so here we are getting ready to...
Right now, that's the time, right now.
Right now.
Exactly.
Right
yeah.
here.
So we wanted to thank our family, friends, and fellow loopers, and all of those who are very gracious to us along the loop, who met us.
Yes, a special shout out to my mama and my sister Vanessa, because they let us use them as our updated our float plan, so they always knew where we were. And yeah, it was very helpful knowing that you knew we're out here and when we're going to get back to our destination safely.
Yeah, and I hope I dodged the last crab pot because we're now in the channel here, but we'll see what happens.
I see a few more out there.
Anyway, what's next for us? We're going to Baltimore and going to celebrate and then figure it out from there. So just got finished getting served a great pulled pork sandwich by Rev up here on the bridge. And we are making our way into the port of Baltimore. We're going to be staying at Henderson's Wharf Marina there. We've already talked to them on the phone. And looks like it'll be a great stay. We're coming up on what's called the Cutoff Angle Channel. A couple different ways to come into the port of Baltimore. And not a lot of traffic out there today. It's the middle of the week. So it's almost like we planned it this way because it is middle of the week, not a lot of traffic, the weather is great, the winds are great, there's hardly any waves, and our wishes were granted. We crossed our wake. So there's another W, a wake. So we'll give you some more sights of Baltimore as we come into Baltimore. We've been to Baltimore before. I've been there a number of times with the airlines on layovers there, and it's actually where I found the Here's to Us. Almost five and a half years ago, whatever it is, I don't know, 5 years ago. So downtown Baltimore, great little place down there in the Inner Harbor, and we're going to be staying near what's called Fells Point. So a lot of great restaurants in there, but I have on my mind something, an adult drink that is shaken, not stirred.
I noticed this monstrosity coming toward us, and I think we need to get over like I don't know, about 300 feet to our right.
We're fine. We're hugging the red.
It's so big. I don't know. Looking at how it's pushing water in front of it, and the red's just like right there. I don't know, Sam. Just because you have your platinum Burgie doesn't mean you always make the best decisions.
This guy, the name of this boat, I've never seen a name of a boat like this, but the name of this boat is called Great Intelligence. Smarty Pants.
Well, that doesn't say anything about our intelligence, does it?
we're hogging the red. We're giving them wide berth.
Well, the red's not far enough.
Big ship.
Yeah, it sure is. Says it right on the side. Great Intelligence. Whoa.
It's very pretentious.
But you know, the water coming off the front, it looks scary. But there's no wake in the back.
Yeah, there's hardly any wake. I guess you really want to make sure you don't ground that boat with a name like that.
Yeah, that
would be. Because you're putting it out there.
That would be dumb.
Great Intelligence. Saying, I don't make any mistakes. I don't know. Alright, we're going to try to get back toward the middle of the channel here, but yeah, there's hardly any wake from that boat. Oh, a little bit of a wake.
That was fascinating. That's the kind of boat that reminds me of being in the C&D.
Yeah,
right?
The C&D, and also up on the Great Lakes.
Barge right here on the Chesapeake.
Got a double barge there being pushed by tugboat, which we call them a tow. And that is the Captain Hank.
That is a beautiful bridge up ahead. It is the Francis Scott Key Bridge. One of our favorite songwriters.
Yeah, here comes the wake.
So it is great to be in this part of the world. We are looking at Fort McHenry over there on the left. And a lot of action here around it.
Well, we are here at Henderson's Wharf Marina. This is trip number 234, which concludes our second loop. We came out of Annapolis, went up to cross our wake, 29 miles up there, and then 20 miles back down here, and we are going to celebrate. And we just wanted to say thank you to all of you.
It's been bittersweet today. We've teared up a few times, knowing, how grateful we are that you decided to come along with us on this journey. And so many fun and exciting and scary things have happened along the way. And you were here with us each and every step of the way.
Yeah, and I want to say thank you to my first mate,
Aww.
lovely wife, who did such a great job, not only learning, how to be a first mate, but how to live aboard, cooking in her little mini kitchen, all the great dishes that she made, and keeping me out of trouble.
Well.
And on top of it, learned how to do all the videos, and if you haven't seen our first couple videos, they were talking heads, but progressed to where we got a GoPro and did the best job we could to keep you in the loop. So we will say goodbye, but goodbye for the loop, and we'll see what happens next. Make sure you keep tuned in, and if you're not on our newsletter, get on our newsletter, because we have some more great adventures to do with you.
Definitely. It's whatyachttodo.com. Click the red button and get signed up. But until next time, whatever next time is.
Yeah, we'll see you then.